Finches, they're coming in with an 8-3 record. Peaks is sitting at 7-5. On the mound for the Finches will be Crispy Stiffbottom Gross. His record, 1 win, 1 loss with a 2.13 ERA. Crimp Jimson will go for the Peaks. 2 wins, 1 loss, and a 6.43 ERA. And we are ready to get it going. Lineup will stay as it is as we are back in Big Sky Ballpark for a night game against the visiting Finches. Battle of 2 second-place teams here. Rollins, Guns, Tattersall, Potter, Collins, Thunderer, Knight, Hurls, and Stiffbottom for the Finches. Trang, Pootstink, Trindle, Fatfuck, Mush, Galandis, Vanderhiggs, Dingus, and Jimson will be your starters for the Peaks. Finches will bat first. Crimp Jimson on the mound. Lane Rollins will be the first to face Jimson with her Silver Aviators. Jimson with 15 strikeouts on the year, averaging 5 strikeouts a start. And he starts with a strike here. It's 0-1 to Rollins. Back up the middle, Dingus has it. Tough play, makes it just in time. And that'll be 1 down here in the top of the first inning. Ballstein Guns will be the batter as Jimson winds and delivers a ground ball up the right side. Nice stab by Pootstink. Throws to Jimson covering, and that'll be the second out. Jillian Tattersall will be the next batter. She's batting .278 on the year in the number 3 spot in the lineup. A swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch there. And that is across for a strike. 0-2 the count. And that's popped into the air. That will get out of play. Pootstink won't have a chance on it. And a little popper out to Mush. And that will end the inning. So the Finches go down in order in the top of the first. Peaks coming up. And Kanga Trang will lead it off. .429, not a bad average for a leadoff hitter. And she will add to it here as she drives the first pitch right back up the middle for a line drive base hit to center field. Kanga Trang aboard. Jimmy Pootstink at the plate. And he will take low for ball 1. Off the end of the bat, bouncer to Tattersall, to second for 1, to first for 2. Nice job, Pootstink. You smell like a fart. Here's Gerp Trindle. Trindle with a couple of hits last game improved his average to .310. The count 1-1 here. And there's a drive off the bat of Trindle. And that is out of here. That got out of here so fast I didn't even have time to realize it was going to be a home run as Trindle pulls a hard line drive over the fence. His second of the year. And it's 1-0 Peaks as the home crowd gets into this one early. And Fatfuck follows that up with a base hit up the middle. And Trindle seems to be off his early season slump and finding his stride in the last couple games. Here's Glower Mush. She takes high for ball 1. Ooh, that pitch fooled me. 1-1 the count. And here is a little pop-up, shallow right field. Tattersall goes back from second to make the play. That'll end the inning. But the Peaks get a run on the board thanks to a solo round tripper from Gerp Trindle, the wily veteran. We head to the top of the second inning. Peaks up by 1. Finches coming to the plate. P.J. Potter is going to lead it off for the visiting squadron. And that is fouled down the first base line. 0-1 the count. And that is foul again. 0-2 now on Potter. And a little ground ball. Jimson comes off the mound, makes the play. Over to Pootstink, one away. Bars. Here's Went Collins. He bats with 1 out in the inning, no runners on base. He will take strike 1 there from Jimson. And that is strike 2. 0-2 pitch coming to Went Collins. And the 1-2 is fouled away. We have another 1-2 pitch coming to the center fielder. And he fights that one off as well. The 1-2 hit on the ground. Fat Fuck charging. Tough play. And they got him. 2 down now here in the top of the second. And Jimson's animations seem to be stuck in a sneeze loop as he has sneezed before every single batter. Ball 1, a little bit low there. And there's a strike from Jimson as he puts the curveball over the plate. 1-1 pitch incoming. Strike 2, swing and a miss on a good off-speed pitch. 1-2, struck him out. And the side is retired in the top of the second there. Jimson recording his first strikeout of the day. We head to the bottom of the second. Peaks on top by a run. And Gladys Glandis will lead it off. And she will lead it off in style. Sends the first pitch she sees back out to center field. And that'll be a base hit. Here is Klebel Vanderhiggs. And the first pitch to her misses up and in. 1-0. And that's high and away. 2-0 now. Wow, she got a hold of that one, but it goes foul. And it's 3-1. And that drops through the zone. Full count now on Vanderhiggs. That was ball 4, and I swung at it. 1 away as Vanderhiggs strikes out, but I don't blame her. Here's Spike Dingus, and here's a base hit. A line drive out to center field. And 2 runners aboard now with 1 away as Crimp Jimson will step in and not hold down the button on a perfect pitch to hit. He'll take that one instead. That's a base hit to right field, and that will load the bases. And a spot you don't want to be in if you're an opposing pitcher. The base is loaded, and Kanga Trang at the plate. Kanga with .440 average this year, 8 home runs, 17 runs driven in. And she bats here with the bases loaded and 1 away. And that's going to be caught. They will not get any of the runners on a line drive off the bat of Trang. Bases remain loaded for Jimmy Pootstink. And there is a drive into the gap. Several runs will score. 1 is in, another coming around third, and another making a wide turn. And that is a bases clearing double for Jimmy Pootstink as he sends it into the power alley. And your score is 4-0 Peaks. Gerp Trindle at the plate, 2 away. And he takes ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Base hit for Trindle. And the runner not going to go for home, as that ball got in quickly from the outfield. Here's Bob Fatfuck. Runners at the corners. 2 out. And that's going to be a base hit. That is going to drop in and roll to the wall. The runner will stop at third. Another RBI for Fatfuck. It's 5-0 Peaks. And runners at the corners for Glower Mush. And that's ball 1 to Mush. And that's not going to get through Guns with the diving catch, but she beats the throw at first. And an RBI single in the infield. 6-0 your score now. as Gladys Glandis steps up to the plate. And there's a well-hit ball, right center field. This is going to roll all the way to the wall. This is going to be extra bases and another 2 RBIs as Glandis puts a charge into one and hits it all the way to the concrete barrier. It's 8-0 Peaks, and Vanderhiggs will step in. And she will hit one into the gap. Another run will round third and head for home. And another double in the inning. It's 9-0 Peaks. And Stiff Bottom is visibly shaken on the mound. Ball 1 to Spike Dingus. That one misses too. 2-0 now. That was ball 4. Instead, it's out number 3. So the rally ends in the bottom of the second for the Peaks, but they score 8 runs, and they lead 9-0 as we head to the top of the 3rd inning.
Now batting, the catcher, number 8.
Top of the 3rd now, Hani Knight at the plate, facing off against Jimson for the first time today. And he will take strike 1. Ground ball outside of third base there. 0-2 the count on Knight. And he caught him looking. Strike 3 called. A backwards K for Jimson. His second of the day. 1 down here in the 3rd. There's a broken bat, foul ball over by the Peaks dugout. 0-1 the count. And that is also going to be foul. 0-2 pitch coming to Hani Hurls. Hani Hurls. Ground ball to second. Dingus gloves. Throws to first. That'll do it. Do it. That'll do it. Out number 2. And here is the pitcher, Crispy Stiffbottom. I can't believe he is going to bat for himself here. Is he going to bat, or is he just going to stand there with it on his shoulder? No, he's going to swing it and foul off a pitch at least. Curveball coming. Just missing there. The 1-2 is another foul ball. Another 1-2 pitch coming to Stiffbottom. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3 for Jimson, and out number 3 in the 3rd inning. We head to the bottom of the 3rd now. Peaks ahead by 9. And coming to the plate, Jimson will lead it off. He's 1 for 1 with a single today. Miraculously, Stiffbottom still on the mound. And what a mistake that is, as he gives up a home run to the opposing pitcher. Jimson goes yard. Take a look at that ball on the replay. That's the last time you're going to see it. And Peaks up by a double sawbuck now off the bat of Jimson. A solo home run to lead off the bottom of the 3rd. Here's Kanga Trang. And she goes down to swing at a pitch a little too low. That'll be a line drive out. Here's Pootstink. That catches the corner, I guess? I don't know. I don't know where those pitches are. Those are looking inside to me. 1-2 the count. There's a drive off the bat of Pootstink, and it hooks just foul. Another 1-2 coming. Back up the middle, Stiffbottom with the shoe top catch. And here's Gerp Trindle, 2 for 2 today, a homer and a single. And he lines to guns here to end the inning. Top of the 4th coming up. Peaks up by a double sawbuck. Finches coming to the plate. And here is Lane Rollins, 0 for 1 today, batting for the 2nd time here in the top of the 4th. And that's a ground ball. Dingus hit the wrong button and jumped instead of diving. And that'll be the first hit of the game for the Finches. The pitch to Guns. Catches the inside corner, strike 1. And that'll be strike two. 0-2 the count on Guns. And Jimson doing just what he wants with the batters here through the first part of this game.
Number 64.
Jillian Tattersall will bat now with 1 away and 1 aboard. Jimson looking for a ground ball to end the inning, and he gets it, but it's not going to end the inning. As that will get through, Trindle gathers it in. And runners first and second with 1 away now,
First baseman.
as Potter
Number 5.
will step in. See, ground ball goes to third if we can get it. That's going to be a line drive into the gap. And at least 1 run will score for the Finches. The runners will hold at the corners. And it's 10-1. The pitch to Collins is up the middle to second for 1. Over to first. They couldn't get him. Another run scores.
Now batting. The
It's
right
10-2.
Number 0.
Runner at first base with 2 down for Tyrone Thunderer. And they start him off high with a ball. Swing and a miss on a nasty curveball from Jimson there, as that one just dropped right out of the air. 1-1. And that's off the end of the bat. Dingus with a routine play to first. And that'll do it. So the Finches get a couple, but they still only have 1/5 the score of the Peaks. And that's just fractions. Fat Fuck to lead it off in the bottom of the 4th inning here. His team with an 8-run lead. And for some reason, the starting pitcher is still on the mound for the Finches. After giving up 10 earned runs, here's Glower Mush.
Number 15.
Mush takes ball 1 away. And lifts that low pitch into left field down the line. A pretty good hit there from Mush. Here's Gladys Glandis. That's a well-hit ball to center field. Is it a garden job? Yes, it is. A garden shot for Gladys Glandis. And good golly, that's good. That's her first of the year. This one traveling an even 400 feet and driving in 2 runs. And that's 12 on the board for the Peaks, and Stiff Bottom remains on the rubber. It's 3-0 to Vanderhiggs. Vanderhiggs taking all the way, takes strike 1 there. And that one misses. I can't believe Stiff Bottom is still in this game. Here's Spike Dingus. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. Look out, almost hit him there. As Stiff Bottom's accuracy is in the toilet and partially down the drain. And he walks 2 in a row. No reason for the Peaks to take their bats off their shoulders.
Pitcher. Number 37.
Here's Jimson, who has a home run today. And they pull in the infield, expecting him to bunt. Are you kidding me? Ooh, that one found something, some part of the plate. Jimson fights that one off. 0-2. And that goes right back to Stiff Bottom, and they'll double the runner off of first. But it's 12-2, and the Peaks up by 10 again as they put another 2 on the board. Top of the 5th coming up.
Now batting, the catcher.
Hani Knight to lead it off. And they'll start him with a fastball below the knees. Curveball in there for a strike. 1-1. That is in there. 1-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Jimson, who now has 4 on the day, 19 for the year. And getting close to his average of 5 a game already in this one in the top of the 5th. And it's 3-1 now on hurls. Have to be careful with him here. He lets that one go by. Full count. And the full count is an out as Glandis makes an incredible athletic play in left field.
Number 47.
And they're going to let Stiff Bottom bat for himself again. I wonder if they have injuries in their bullpen. Shattered his bat and is thrown out by Jimson. So Jimson versus Stiff Bottom today. Jimson against Stiff Bottom has a home run, has struck Stiff Bottom out and thrown him out at first. I'd say Jimson is coming out on top in this battle. And finally, we get a pitching change for the Finches. Rhett Shepard will replace Stiff Bottom, whose day is done. And the first pitch to Trang is popped into shallow center, as Trang hasn't had a hit in a while, so is getting a little anxious at the plate and swinging at first pitches. Here's Pootstink. He will take strike one on the outside corner. And that's a ball. 1-1. Hard hit ball high in the air, center field, but playable for Collins. And that will be out number 2. And here's the mighty Gerp Trindle. He will take strike one over the inside part of the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Don't know why I swung at that one, but it results in out number 3 and the end of the inning. And leading off the top of the 6th, it'll be Lane Rollins. Left fielder. Oh, whoops. That's going to be a base hit because the slow-mo thing kind of threw me off and I jumped over the ball. Here's Ballstein Guns with a runner at first, nobody out. And he will take ball 1 below the knees. Ball 1 and strike 1 now. Popped up middle of the infield, and Vanderhiggs will come out and make the catch a little ways up the third base line. That'll bring Jillian Tattersall to the plate. Jimson looking for a ground ball here. He gets it, but it gets through. And runners are at first and second now as P.J. Potter steps in with 1 down in the inning. And that is going to be the bases loaded with 1 out as Went Collins steps in. Well hit ball center field. And that's a grand salami. And that is a little bit depressing. That's Collins' first home run of the year.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 0.
But at least the bases are empty now. It's 12-6. A dozen versus a half dozen in the top of the 6th inning. 0-1 the count on Thunderer as Jimson starts to get a little tense here. And it is 0-2 on Thunderer. And that is hit into left center field, and that might be the end of the day for Jimson. Let's see how he's feeling.
The catcher, number 8.
He's still all rightish. We'll let him see if we can get out of this inning here. Runner at first, 1 away. 4 runs in already. He goes up 1-2 on Knight here. The 1-2 is hit on the ground. Dingus has it over to second for 1, first for 2, and that'll end the inning. But the Finches score 4 runs on a grand slam. There's something in my throat. Excuse me. I apologize.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Ouch.
number 70.
Here's Bob Fatfuck.
Goes at low
And there's a drive the other way. And that is caught right at the wall by Thunder. I thought it was gone. Here's Glower Mush. High fly ball right center field. This one should be playable. And it is for Collins. 2 down. And here's Gladys Glandis. And this is popped up again. Another fly ball center field. And that will end the inning. To the top of the 7th we go. Finch is coming to the plate, down by a half dozen. And here's Hani Hurls to lead it off. Strike one to the third baseman, who is batting .326 on the year. Very respectable average, as he wastes a couple of pitches here from Jimson. And then Jimson blows one right by him, striking him out. And that'll be the first out. Finally, a pinch hitter for the Finches, as Sardines will come in to bat in the pitcher's spot. And he will take a fastball at the shins for ball one. Strike one. The count even now. A ball and a strike. And that one misses. It's ball two. The 2-1 incoming. Strike two with a very nasty off-speed pitch from Jimson. And the count runs full. And the curveball fools him. And that's the second strikeout of the inning and second out of the inning. And there are 2 away. And Lane Rollins hits a ground ball to short. And that'll be all she wrote for the top of the 7th. But you know what that means? It's time for ye old 7th inning stretch.
It's a beautiful day for a ball game, today.
We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Klebel Vanderhiggs will lead it off for the Peaks, facing new pitcher Nona Appleseed.
Now batting, the catcher, number 4.
And the switch hitter will step in to the left-handed batter's box and drive one out into right center field and up against the wall. And that'll be a leadoff base hit for Vanderhiggs, who is flourishing here in her first season as a Colorado Peak. Here is Spike Dingus. And there's another one into the gap. This is going to be a couple extra bases. And the runner is going to come around and score all the way from first. An RBI double for Spike Dingus. Here's Crimp Jimson. He's got a home run and a single today. And he takes ball one up out of the zone. And there's a drive to center field, caught by Collins. 1 away. Good contact made by Jimson there. That'll take us back to the top of the order. And Kanga Trang, who has been on a tear lately, but only 1 for 4 with a single today. Swing the bat, Bob. That was a home run pitch. 1-1 the count. And that is hit into the air, center field, caught by Collins. The runner will retreat to second. And 2 down now for Jimmy Pootstink, who has driven in 3 runs today. And that is off the end of his bat into the seats. 0-1. Right down Main Street, and that is hit high and deep. On the warning track, Collins makes the catch. So another run on the board by the Peaks. 13-6 is now the score. And Jimson will return to the mound in the top of the 8th with 6 strikeouts today. And he will face Ballstein Guns first here in the top of the 8th. Starts him off with a fastball for a strike. The 0-1 is hit on the ground. Pootstink going over, and he will throw to Jimson covering. And that'll be 1 down. Here's Jillian Tattersall. That's hit in the air to right. Trang is there to make the play. 2 down. P.J. Potter at the plate. And it's quickly 0-2 on Potter, as Jimson still has command of all of his pitches. 0-2 pitch coming to Potter. Struck him out, number 7 on the day to end the inning. We head to the bottom of 8. Peaks up by 7. Heart of the order coming up. Trindle, fat fucking mush. Here's Trindle, 2 for 4 with a home run and a single, as he started the scoring back in the second inning. This is driven into left field, and he will reach first. 1 pitch, 1 base runner for the Peaks. Here's Fat Fuck, 2 for 4, a couple of singles today. Has driven in a run. And he takes the first pitch from Appleseed inside, ball 1. That's ball 2. The 2-0 from Appleseed. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. And that's back up the middle. Back-to-back singles for the Peaks. And they're threatening here in the bottom of the 8th, as Glower Mush will step in also with a couple of singles on her resume today. And she takes strike 1 at the knees there, and lifts this over the head of a leaping second baseman into center field. And coming around to score is Gerp Trindle. He will score from second, an RBI single. And here's Gladys Glandis. She just needs a triple for the cycle today. And she gets a hold of that one. That goes all the way to the wall. 1 run is in. Another one is rounding third. Glandis not trying for third to get the cycle. Will stop at second. 2 more runs score, and it's 16-6. Here's Kleebel Vanderhiggs. Ball 1, still nobody out in the inning. Runner at second base. And there's a well-hit ball by Vanderhiggs. This one is off the wall. It gets away from Collins. That's going to be an easy double for Vanderhiggs. Another run scores. It's 17-6. Bars. Here's Spike Dingus. He's got a double, a single, and a walk in his 4 at-bats today. And he killed the pitcher. That was right in the midsection, and insult to injury, he beats it out to first. And that sounded like a broken pelvis to me. She is going to stay in somehow. And Jimson pops one high into left field. And the runner, oh, it drops. It drops. The runner tags and scores. Everybody was kind of frozen on the base paths, but that ball drops for a base hit. And that'll bring Kanga Trang to the plate. Runners at first and second. And that is right down Main Street. Popped into center field. And that'll be out number 1. Finally, the Finches get an out. Here's Jimmy Pootstink, 2 runners on base, 1 away. And he will take ball 1 away. I cannot believe Appleseed is still on the mound after that